Hello friends, welcome back. BigDenoPlays Kingdom Death, Lantern Year 5. No deaths in this People of the Seven Swordsmen campaign in People of the Dreamkeeper. No deaths. That's a big win so far. To be fair, we haven't actually really even been in a hairy position. And as a result of that, we're going to up the difficulty. We're going to throw a +1 damage token on every quarry monster from here on out. So that might result in some deaths, but I think it's the right time. I think it's the right play. Particularly some of the monsters are a little weaker than others. Dung Beetle Knight probably isn't one that I'll be rushing to fight as a result now. We'll see. Yes, so as you can see from the pick, we're going to go for the Great Croc today. Love the Great Crocodile. This is some artwork that doesn't actually get a lot of use on occasion. I don't think I've ever had that artwork actually, but it's a great piece of artwork and I thought I'd use it for the Showdown Croc as our intro artwork. Let's run through the survivors. So we're once again taking 5 survivors. I'll turn that off. Yep, 5 survivors. So Aya's coming back now. She's back. She's able to hunt again after a post-traumatic stress has worn off. And she's going for shield proficiency. Mossy's also coming out. She's going for fist and tooth proficiency. And she has frog kick. Hiya! Leveling that bad boy up. Along with our sleeping virus fair and lucky charm. I would love a second lucky charm. I can't get a lucky charm to save my life. Willow is rocking Excalibur. And she has the ability to surge and deflect now in the first turn. So she's going to be our primary target. She is going to go for spear proficiency. So we need to track down a decent spear. I can't remember if the Croc actually has a spear. I don't think it does. And finally, Lumina, going to rock bow proficiency. Physiognomy, we've got lots of things. Lumina's probably going to get knocked down a lot in this mission because she has hemophobia, and we are hunting a level 2 Crimson Crocodile. I feel like this is time for us to try and push that collective cognition up a little bit. We've got good weapons. I think we can afford to chase it a little bit. So let's do that. We will set up for the hunt and we will depart. All right, friends, let's set up for the hunt. Had to take a very brief break there, so I apologize. Our event revealer will be Aya. And Aya flips a random event. And she will roll 21. What is 21? Is it feet? No, it's not feet. Is it something bad? Come on, Deno. Drawings. Any survivor with 3 understandings may attempt to understand. I don't think anyone... Newt. All right, Newt will try and understand. Yeah, she'll try and understand. She rolls a 1. Suffer monster level brain event damage. 2 damage to Newt's brain. Unfortunate. Great. So the next hunt event for Mossy is River of Blood. Each survivor must attempt to cross the river. That is bad. That is bad. All right, we'll start with Aya. We don't have a whip. There's 2 people with heavy gear actually. So the first person is Excalibur and the second person is the Scout Pack. They actually have 2 heavy items, so they're -2 to their roll. which is bad for them. So if Aya rolls a 6, so she gains a bleeding token. She doesn't have Blood Dancer. Mossy rolls a 2. She gains a bleeding token. She doesn't have Blood Dancer. Newt rolls an 8. Gain a random vermin resource. How good is that? Oh yeah. A lonely ant. Give me a hide. Thingy rolls a 5, which is gain a bleeding resource. And our scout rolls a 1, must spend all of her survival. So she'll prevail. Prevail! And that is the River of Blood. So that was there. So the next one is, Dead Warrior. We do not have pictographs, so we cannot investigate Dead Warrior, so we must roll a random hunt event. And that is 50. 50 is not one I know off the top of my head. I know 48 and I know 53. Ah, Gibbet. Yeah, no, we're just going to leave him in there. We're going to leave him in there. So everyone suffers 1 brain event damage. See ya, buddy. A random event. 45. Ooh, Jagged Valley. Each survivor suffers 1 event damage to the body. Unless we have bandages, we also gain 2 bleeding tokens. We do. One to the body, 1 to the body, 1 to the body, 1 to the body, and 1 to the body. So no bleeding tokens, which is good. Leechy Springs, nominate a survivor to investigate. So potentially gain a courage. Lumina. Lumina rolls a 7. Ah, she needs a 9. She gains 3 insanity. All right. So we'll go from the top, as always. Aya rolls on the path of the insane, and she rolls a 7. Set your insanity to 1 and gain post-traumatic stress. Why? Why, Aya? Don't do that. Seriously. Next person, Mossy, rolls an 8. She is also insane. She also suffers post-traumatic stress. Come on now. And sets her insanity to 1. Newt, however. Newt is going to roll a 5. All survivors suffer 1 event damage to the waist. Waist. Waste. 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 Good work, Newt. Willow, however, rolls on the path of the brave. And she rolls a lantern 10. Gain the leader fighting art. So, is this the moment that we want to use leader? It will allow Lumina to walk the path of the brave as well. So we're going to take that. We're going to gain leader, which is a one-time ability that I've given myself in this campaign, which is to treat any fighting art, as if it were a secret fighting art, and just gain it for fun. We will go for a Torment on Willow. And then finally, now getting to roll on the Path of the Brave, Lumina rolls a 4. All other survivors gain 1 survival from your display. That's great. No one else needed a survival but you, Lumina. You absolute pest. And she gains a -1 evasion token. Isn't she the scout? Yeah. Great. We survive and we have leader, and that actually makes a difference because, yeah, that was punishing us. What do we got here? A crawling finger. So Newt, no. 3+ courage. Willow gains a Pale Fingers resource. We need to get ourselves a pickaxe. And we make it to the showdown. All right, I'll set it up. Alrighty, so we have both a random terrain card from the actual Crimson Crocodile, a bug patch, and then we also get another one which is a physiognomist. A luck token seems okay, and a random flower resource. All right, 1 luck token and a bug patch along with a survivor corpse. All right, I'm feeling nervous, but I'm feeling good. I'm going to slide this board back down. I moved it up so we could get a little bit more of the butcher in the fight, but okay, let's shuffle this. And let's shuffle this. So the monster draws, a barbed tail whip, the closest threat in range. We get to choose who we want that to be. And I haven't done a good job of avoiding my synchronized attacks. There is the barbed tail whip. Doing a great job with this green screen, Deno. It's absolutely outstanding. Here you go. Barbed tail whip. Bleed and knockback 5. Move monster so the target is in the right spot. Yeah, so I think it has to be mossy. Yep. So the monster's going to move and put Mossy like so. So Mossy gets a 3-speed attack that hits on a 5+ and does 3 damage a hit. So that's just 1 hit. We'll spend a survival to dodge. 184. And do we get the survival back? We do. Does Mossy have Fierce Sense? She does not. Okay. So that's the end of Barbed Tail Whip. Let's go and do some things. So, Lumina. She's going to go grab that survivor corpse. 1, 2, 3. And she rolls a 5, which is gain 2 insanity and a random basic resource. Organ. Yeah. And then, no, that's at the start of her act. So, and she has no survival anyway. We do need to apply arrival bonuses. Deno. Manage departing survivors, apply rival bonuses. So I think we're going to use Mossy first up, but we might do Newt and give her a +1 speed for until the rest of the round. Yep. So we're going to use Newt. So she's going to walk 1, 2, 3 to here. Which one are you, Newt? Yeah, you just got bandages. Yep, she's going to give everyone +1 thingy using her Queen ability, and then she's going to harvest that. She rolls a 3, which is gain a random basic resource. A broken lantern, we don't really need them anymore. I suppose we can turn them into iron. And that was using a surge. Okay, let's do Willow. So Willow is going to use her movement and action to give herself the deflect ability, and then she's going to spend a survival to deflect using a surge. And so she is done, and she will spend a survival token to go back up to max survival. She is done. And then Mossy's going to swing Fist and Tooth in the rear. So if we look at Mossy's stats, she can use Frog Kick to attack with +1 accuracy. So that will go to 3+. No, +3 to the roll. So 8, blind spot 7, 6, 5. Hits twice. Vasodilated. 2 vasodilated locations. It's moving to the right, or it's moving 2 spaces forward. Oh, what I meant to do was pick up the luck thing first, so we'll just do that with a surge, and we successfully gain a luck token and a random flower resource. But it's not going to matter because these are not critical locations. One. A warbling bloom. Nice. Love getting population that I can't use. Oh, it's tricky. It's tricky. So Mossy is strength 1. She's attacked with Fist and Tooth. And she can't do anything. So this one, what are we wounding on, Deno? +8, critting or wounding. So that's a failure. So the monster's going to roll away to the right. Great, Aya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So Lumina, who is our facist, activated terrain. Aya. Where's me blood pool card, Deno? Up here. Do you have to be in it? No. Yeah, so Aya's going to drink from the pool. She rolls a 4, which means she gains 2 insanity. So everyone's done. It's the monster's turn. We are, unfortunately, Probably going to be getting Mossy targeted again. We don't want Mossy to be targeted. Oh no, Blood King. Oh, this is awesome, but also terrible. When the monster is defeated, gain a random Crimson Croc Indom resource. Amazing. But when you attempt to wound coagulated hit locations, it fails unless your wound roll is a 10. From a weapon, though. So I think you can do it with Fist and Tooth, which is probably what we're doing. That's all he's doing, isn't he? He's not actually drawing an AI card. That's pretty good for us, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we have a deflect already in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mossy will go 1, 2, 3 to here. Don't think it's worth drinking from the pool. On a hemophobia. What if we go into the middle of the pool though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll go into the middle of the pool. Of course we get Immortal. Great. Aya is Immortal. That's awful. That's awful, Deno. Why did you decide to do that? That's the end of our turn. The Croc goes. Guess what? He flips Sonic. Sorry, our scout went into the terrain. I should have specified that. She is absolutely done. All survivors not on terrain. The monster leaps 3 spaces backwards. All targets roll 4. They suffer monster level brain damage. On a 7+, the vibrations also shatter a random fragile gear in their gear grid. Pretty bad. So he's all the way back, miles away. So let's go. So Aya's fine though, which is good. The Cockroach Queen, Newt, she does. Newt suffers 2 insanity and she is knocked down. And she does have, on a 7+, yep, so she's just lost the Skull Helm. That's been archived. Damn. Oh, damn. So I don't think she recalculates her armor points, but that is fine. Our deflecting person is not knocked down, which is awesome. Mossy is also not knocked down, which is awesome. That is the end of that card. We're just going to stand, hold fast. I might as well drink from the pool at this point. So she's going to gain an insanity. We've already got deflect up. Everything's the same. Let the monster go again. Hypnotic Strut. Can you stop intimidating us, you idiot? All non-immortal survivors in facing. Full moves towards the center of the showdown board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turns to face everyone. All non-immortal survivors suffer the flea brain trauma. Actually, we've got a Rawhide headband, so I'm going to not take that one. I'm going to take Spinning Eyes. I'm going to take Spinning Eyes instead because it's a repeat card. So it is going to move into range. We know it's attacking our deflecting target. Yeah, move into range and attack. Range 3, there. So speed 3, plus an extra 1. And these all hit Willow. Evasion 3 on 6s. So it hits once, she's got to deflect, but she's actually going to spend a survival to dodge. She gains a dodge. Does she get her survival back? She does. Oh, sorry, she doesn't have that. But she's going to use a token to get her survival back. So she's used both of her tokens. So no bleed, no damage. It doesn't deal damage. Great. She's still got her deflect up. I am now going to murder this guy, he says, hopefully. It's going to be Aya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the flank. Well, Cockroach Queen will stand up. She'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she will give Aya an extra speed. So Aya's going to be rolling 5 speed on the Diamond Scab Guitar. She gets +1. Newt. I might need to take a second here because I feel like this level 2 monster with extra damage is kicking the shit out of me. All right, Aya. She's hitting on a 3+, I believe, because she's got an accuracy. No, she's hitting on a 4+ because it's a sword. So she's only rolled 2 hits. That's a shame. Wrong section, Deno. 1, 2. We'll do the vasodilated first. Super dense, so she gains clobber. That is a wound, and we will gain the top one of these onto the hit location deck. Excellent. And that is gone. This one it's a wound, not a critical. So we do 2 wounds there, which gets rid of 2 cards that we know are bad. Good, now Aya's going to go, not Aya, Mossy. Into the front, she's 3 speed. She rolls 2 hits because she's a legend, and she's attacking with Fist and Tooth. Oh, that reminds me. Proficiency point on a shield. Mossy's hopefully going to proficiency point here. Yeah. Okay, so we've hit twice, so we know that's a hit. And this one is the hit. All right, so we are critting on with Mossy. 9, 8, 7, 6 because we have a luck token. And we have frog kicked. So that's a critical. We gain a survival and an immortal tongue. We're at maximum survival, so we just gain an immortal tongue. Which is an organ. And that is that. So she's gained her Fist and Tooth proficiency point now. We really need to start using that dagger. We'll use that next. And that's also a critical. We gain a Lustrous Tooth. We can draw another facing and attempt a wound. It's vasodilated though. Which sucks, but we roll a 9, we get the wound anyway. All right, another wound. Rolls to the right. It is going to knock Aya over and she's going to suffer 3 damage, which goes to her brain, so she is now no longer immortal. Great turn for Mossy. Now, before that reaction triggers, do we want to surge with Aya because she now can? No, she can't because the rolling thing is what got her there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to here. She's knocked down. So Mossy's done. She's had an outstanding turn. Scout's done. Mossy's going to use that dagger now. All right, so Willow's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She still has her deflect up. What's her insanity at? Not worth drinking from the pool. Reset. Everyone's done. Is the 99 finger spine in play? No, it's not. We also gained a lustrous tooth out of that as well. So I want to grab that so I don't forget. So what we need is more bone. So from my understanding, with Blood King being in play, future wound attempts with that weapon against coagulated hit locations is an automatic fail. However, it's fist and tooth. So I don't think we have any issues with that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'd be keen to know. So we will draw an AI card. We draw Repeating Bite. Place a token on this card. The closest threat in facing and in range. We know who it is. It's our person with Deflect. We'll go here. So this is going to be 3 damage per attack. 3 speed, hitting on a 3+, but Willow is evasion 3. 1, 9, and 3. We will deflect that hit, which then at the end of our turn allows us to make an attack with a sword. So Willow will use her sword, or do we just dodge and gain the progress? I really want to dodge. We'll dodge. We won't swing with the sword. That's Willow's turn done. Aya stands up, the end of the monster turn. The scout's still in there. Newt, what are you chasing for weapon proficiency? Dagger. You don't have a dagger. So Newt's just going to walk away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and give everyone the Cockroach Queen ability of Queen of the Damned. +1 speed till the end of the round. Repeating Bite is on top right now. We want to clear that off. Got to think. So there's not that many tokens on the board. Sorry, there's not many vasodilated locations. All right, here's something fun. My scout is going to interact with the hidden face tile. Guess what? She's activating terrain. She comes back onto the board. She still has her movement. She might just come a little closer. 1, 2, 3, for the time being, because we want to get a bow proficiency point. But not yet. So now, after it suffers a wound from a weapon, it adapts. Okay, so the Diamond Scab Guitar cannot wound coagulated hit locations unless there's a 10. So I think Aya's our best bet here. 1, 2. Actually, I want to do Mossy. Mossy's got the dagger, so we're going to try it. She's going to move out of the way to here, and she is going to deflect. She's already deflected, but Mossy's going to move to there and swing with the Dreamkeeper knife. It's 4 speed. We hit twice. So the 99 finger spine and the blushing foot knuckles. Full knuckles. So that's a critical, which is nice. Sparkling upper back is on top. Exposed back, it gains a -1 evasion token. But that doesn't actually do a wound. And this one. So that is a 5, which is a wound. It's a -1 evasion. Did it also have a -1 toughness from something? I think I critical the -1 toughness, didn't I? No. So we do a wound, we archive that card, and we draw a coagulated hit location and put it on top of the deck. So that means that we can only critical that location because we have just used the Dreamkeeper knife, which has a token on it now, which means we can only natural 10s to do that. But that is a wound, which clears that off. So Willow is in position. I've definitely messed up Willow's thing. She's got Excalibur, not the Dreamkeeper knife. That's actually, if you have a look over here, Mossy's got the Dreamkeeper knife. I'm sure I did that. Yeah, she's fine. So Newt's gone, Scout's gone, Mossy's gone, Willow's turn. She has not struck with Excalibur yet, so she can still critical that hit location on a normal critical roll. We did a critical wound with that Savage, so it's a -1 luck token for everyone. So yeah, so we will swing with Willow, and she's got Excalibur. She's hitting on a 2+, it's a 7. So we know, oh, we had to put the sparkling upper back on top too. I'm going to find that one. There it is. Yeah, so that one goes there. So this one's on top. It's only 1 speed. We've hit that one. We know that we wound this on a 2+, and we critical on something. So that's a 1. So we are actually going to use a Guardian reroll from Newt. She's going to Systemic Pressure. And we'll reroll that into a 4, which is a wound, not a critical, not a failure. However, that weapon has now wounded, and so it can only critical on a 10. I think we're actually going to hold position there now. Yep. No more action. So this one, Delighted. So it's drawing an AI. And it gains -1 accuracy and +1 speed for each terrified survivor. And it's drawing an AI. Crimson Snap, threat with the least insanity in range. So Aya's got 2, Mossy's got 2, Newt's got 3, Willow's got 8. All right, so I think we'll make it Aya because she's got the cap. Does she have Death Sense? No. Does Mossy have Death Sense? No. So it's going to attack Aya. She's 1 evasion. She is not terrified, which is good. She can dodge. 3 speed, hitting on a 4+. 4, 9, 4. Why do you not have more evasion? So that's only 2 hits because of the Singing Cap. Head in the hand. We will 2, 3, 4 damage. We'll just dodge the head. Take the 4 to the hand. So no one's terrified still. She's dodged. Gosh, this is, I am feeling so stressed right now. He went to there. So that is excellent. So now we can critical with the Vespertine bow on that hit location. So we want to do that. So that's going to be our first target. So we're going to do that before we do Newt with the Scout. So the Scout's actually going to surge, and we're going to do Mossy's turn. Yeah, Mossy's turn. Scout is going to surge. She got no survival. Damn it. We've got to get the bow point. Hits 3 times. That's a shame. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Parry is bad, but if you were attacking with a melee weapon, that's fine. Reflex is fine. This one is fine. So this is a coagulated hit location. So we're going to do that one first. There's no first strike. That is just awful, Deno. So let's count up the luck. Lumina, no luck. Deadly, 9, plus the other one is 8. So that's a 7. So it's not a failure, but it is a wound, which means we get our bow proficiency point on Lumina. Yeah, we'll do this pale fin base. That seems fine. So we need to count that up because I don't think that's a wound. 2, no, not a wound. So she suffers 3 brain damage, 1, 2, 3, and then he walks forward, 1, 2. She's going to get flung out to there and knocked down. And this one, she needs an 8 to critical. She does. She gains a luck token and a vomit-soaked resource. That's great. Another wound. So there's 3 wounds left. I actually just put the top one there. I need to shuffle those. But she can now no longer wound coagulated hit locations. The random monster resource is flat vein. It's an organ, thank goodness. Our best bet here is Mossy. So Mossy's going to move into the rear. Sorry, we're going to use Newt first. Newt's going to give her a speed. So Mossy is attacking on 5s, I think she's hitting on. She's got Guardian rerolls here, so that's a 5 and an 8 and a 1. Come on, critical locations. No, 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 no. It's too vasodilated. Mossy is not our best option. All right, so Mossy wounds on... She's attacking with Fist and Tooth though, so that's good. So yeah, we'll do this failure reaction. One of them. Doesn't really matter. Do we use a Guardian reroll? Actually, this one is actually the right one to do first. So we'll do that one. We are disarmed, it doesn't matter. And we'll try again. That's a 9, so that is a wound. Coagulated hit location on top of the deck. It's this position on the right. So I think I've done this all okay. Willow's going to rawhide headband. She's still got a deflect. Crimson Snap is fine. No one's terrified. What's its basic action? It's pretty much exactly the same. Terrified, threat in range, closest survivor. So what we want to do, I think, is try and do one wound. So we're going to encourage Aya with Mossy. Oh, I learned a clarification, I should say. It's a single clarification. So Aya's going to stand up. She's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she is in the right spot. She's going to swing with Fist and Tooth. She doesn't actually get these bonuses on Fist and Tooth because with the red, it specifies in her gear grid. So that's one singular hit. So this is perfect. Come on, Deno. So she hasn't wounded with this yet. So she can wound if we can roll a critical. So Aya criticals on 9 and 8. We're going to use a Guardian reroll to try and proc this, I think. That's a 5, so we'll use our Guardian reroll. 5 is still a wound. Do we want to risk not wounding for the risk of a potential thing? I don't know what the Blood Diamond tier does. I can't remember. I don't think it's worth risking a failed wound roll. So we will not use the Guardian reroll on that. It would have been the fucking crit. Ah! We do a wound. And so the reason why that is goodish, man, this is getting low. Almost want to cycle that. Who do we want to do the last wound? Doesn't really matter. We now get to deflect and dodge to our heart's content against this basic Crimson Crocodile attack. Because it targets, that's just ridiculous, Deno, stop doing that. I've got to fix that up. Yes, 3 speed, no one's terrified, so it's the closest survivor, so we're going to choose the deflecting target. And we're just going to let the croc attempt to wail on us on Willow with deflect. We just need to miss one of these hit rolls, basically. So it hits on a 6. 9, 6, 7 is the first hit roll that doesn't miss a hit. Great work, Deno. Your plan is trash. One's deflected, one's dodged. It's to the waist. It's a severe injury roll. Of all of the fucking times to roll 3 hits. It's when a survivor uses that. Yeah, we can't do anything about this. We just have to make a severe injury roll. She has no systemic pressure. It's a severe injury roll on the waist. It's a 4. Our first real significant severe injury. An intestinal prolapse. Do we want a systemic pressure re-roll that? It would be a -1. Gain a bleeding token. All right, so she's knocked down. No, we'll keep the intestinal prolapse. I think that's okay. Yep. So here's what's going to happen, friends. For the next few turns, we're going to try and risk this. This is really bad, but I think we want to level up Death Sense if we can, as well as Physiognomy. So let's just review why we're doing this. So the monster we know is basic action is just that card. We know it's not going to do anything out of the ordinary. It targets the closest survivor. So Mossy can walk away. And she will. Willow, we will encourage her to stand up with Newt. Willow will deflect. Aya's going to move away. The Scout's going to jump back into the terrain, which is fine. So she's back in the terrain, and Aya's just going to move back a little bit. So Aya's going to be the person to go for the wound with the bone blade, which she's a decent crack of. Newt hasn't swung a sword in anger, and probably won't because she is now got no head armor. Yeah, so all that's happening now is that the monster's going to roll 3 dice, and if it rolls 3 hits, we suffer a severe injury. If it doesn't roll 3 hits, we're fine. It doesn't roll 3 hits, it rolls 2 hits. So we dodge 1, and we deflect 1, which means we gain another dodge. We'll stand out of this, which activates a terrain for physiognomy. Everyone does the same thing. Willow deflects. She can move. The monster goes again. 2, 3, 1. We don't get to dodge. It's our turn. She'll go to here and activate the blood pool. She gains a 9, which is gain 2 insanity. She's activated terrain, so we level up physiognomy 2, which is wonderful. With the blood pool, yep, she gains 2 insanity. Willow, fine. Newt, you got any cards? You've already done that. Blood Dancer, nothing. Mossy, Frog Kick. Don't think we need to rush Frog Kick. We'll get it there. I'm going to go back and check because I may have attacked 4 times. No, I think I did the dagger. Aya, she really doesn't want to be immortal, but it's a good story. We deflect with Willow again. The Croc attacks again. Come on, Demo. He hits twice, so we dodge 1, we deflect 1. We gain Death Sense. We will set it up again. Hits once, we will dodge. Oh, wrong one. And we'll set it up one more time, and if we're successful this time, then we get to use our sword to attempt to end the fight in that turn. 6-2-2, we dodge. We level up Death Sense into Death Sense 2. You may dodge 1 additional time per round. Amazing! Yeah, see, that's so worth leveling up. Being able to double dodge. So she gets to make a swing with her sword, with Excalibur. She's only 1 speed, but there's plenty of luck out there. That hits. It's a vasodilated location. I think she wounds on a, stop looking at that, Deno, 4, 5. So she wounds on a 4. We've got a Guardian reroll. It's a 7, so we don't need to use the Guardian reroll. We finish the fight. Leveled up some knowledges there. That fucking crocodile. Man, you suck, crocodile. Death Sense 2. I don't think I've ever leveled up Death Sense before. I'm not even sure I've got Death Sense before. But yeah, let's get it up. Let's get it popping. We also level up physiognomy into its final form, which is extremely powerful. Did I level up any other knowledges? Let's have a look. Mossy did not level up Frog Kick. Aya did not have any knowledges. She did not quite get to Guardian 3, but she's close. Willow needs to get Tenacity 2 more times. And Lumina got Physiognomy. Oh my god, I just remembered Blood Thing was in. We gain a random Crimson Croc Indomitable resource. We'll complete the showdown. Newt is going to ponder Dreamism. Alright, I'm just going to clean everything up. Stand by. Alright, so we gain an Indomitable resource from the Blood King. How mad is that? We get a Diffuser Heart. Oh my god, we just got Immortal Arm. I don't know how to make it, but... Gain Fighting Art Blood Zerker. And we also gain 6 Crimson Croc resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go with our just absolute cavalcade of other resources. And we got how many basics? 5 basics. One. Oh, organ. 2, 3. Stop giving me broken lanterns. 4, 5. Ooh, a perfect bone. Let's look at the timeline. So I just want to confirm, Aya got a shield proficiency point, yes. Lumina got a bow, yes. Mossy got a fist and tooth, yes. Newt got nothing, and Willow did not get a spear. Aya is going to not accept 2 Hunt XP. 1, 2. Lumina is going to accept it. Mossy is not going to accept it. Newt is going to ponder Dreamism, and Willow is not going to ponder. We have the Crimson Crockery settlement location. We also gain an irregular optic nerve. All right, it's time for us to roll one of the most important roles in the campaign. So let's have a look at this roll right now. This is a huge roll, and if we are successful in this roll, the campaign is on a rampage. But the roll I'm talking about is Unwanted Gifts. I'm pretty sure that's now, it's not actually this, it's not, yeah. It doesn't come next, Deno. Unwanted Gifts. But first, we're going to do our settlement event, which does come first in the timeline, including Gorm Climate. All right, which pile? This pile. In the left pile, we will count down to card number 7. And in the right pile, we'll count down to card number 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 cards. 1 choice. Elder Council or Weird Dream? We'll take Weird Dream. All departing survivors gain +3 insanity. Because we're playing solo. We're We don't want an Elder Council just yet. Gorm Climate. It's a 2. All right, so I think we probably dismantle an innovation. I think we dismantle face painting. Yeah, we're going to dismantle face painting. So face painting goes back into the deck. We add Gorm Climate to the next Lantern Year in the timeline. All right, friends. Wish us luck. We're going to roll the grey Squire dice. We need a 4+. We need a 4+. Come on, Dano. It's a 7! We gain a perfect hide. And we add self-invited guest to the timeline. Self-invited guest joins the timeline next year. Great. I don't think that's actually much better because I think self-invited guest kills people as well. At least kills someone. And we gain a perfect hide resource. That is the end of our timeline events. I'm taking a moment. All right, start of the forum year. We deal out 3 knowledges. Do we deal a 4th one? No, is that romantic or something? One of these lets us deal out 4, but not buying any of those, so that can go away. We're going to do our dreamism on Newt. She ponders the dream. Into rank 3. She ponders a 5. She gains a Lumi and she gains Adrenaline Junkie. I think we'll have a look at Adrenaline Junkie. Seems pretty bad. But it's there, I suppose. Mind you, if you're using a spear and trap cancelling, could be fine. We'd probably, yeah. Let's enter in our resources, of which there are many and varied. A warbling bloom. A lonely ant. A lustrous tooth. A diffuser heart. Can you believe we just drew a diffuser heart? I don't know if I might have got that in my first campaign, the Immortal Arm, but I don't remember. It's a fist and tooth thing, so We know that is awesome. Pale fingers. Immortal tongue. Flat vein. Crimson bone. Flat vein. Veined glass. Groomed nails. Veined glass. Pale flesh. We lost a skull helm. It's easily replaceable, but probably more concerning was the loss of our ability to wear waist armour. Broken lantern, monster hide, perfect bone, monster hide, broken lantern, monster hide, question marks. We're definitely going to innovate, and so we will spend a hide, an organ, which will be a flat vein, and a bone. We have so many bones. Smog singers, I think, have got bones. There, a whistle tooth. I know what I'm going to use that for. Don't have any use for that at the moment. That needs to be used. And we gain the Pattern Gear Immortal Arm. So 4 of these for our Endeavour, our Innovate. We've only got 2 Endeavours left after that. Paint is a good start. Partnership sucks. Bed, nightmare training. We take paint, and all of a sudden our settlement is on track. We have taken face painting out. So face painting and pottery, I think. What are the? Let's have a look at the paint things. Sculpture. Pictograph. And face painting, which we've already got in there. It needs to be Song of the Brave soon, friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's only 2 Endeavours. It will likely be there will likely be a special Innovate for Pictograph and probably a Bone Beats of some description. I'm going to look up the Immortal Arm. I'm going to add that pattern right now and then I'll be back. All right, friends, all I know for a fact is we are crafting the Immortal Arm on arrival. Add 2 to the arms location. It's a shield. It is a shield. So let's craft the Immortal Arm with a pattern gear. So I think we'll change that to be that flat vein. We'll change that to just be a groomed nails. Skulls will keep. I think skulls are worth keeping for the moment. Yeah, another whistle tooth craft. We have an Immortal Arm. We're then also going to craft the Vermin belly boots. And we can do that with a perfect hide and a lonely ant. I'm not sure that there's anything else we need to craft at this point. Probably just going to craft a piece of something, maybe a rawhide, something with that leather, maybe just more bandages. And then we're going to save that endeavour from the 2 endeavours for me to think about for the next lantern year. Amazing showdown, friends, amazing. I am going to probably hunt a Gorm. We want to try and trigger a free ammonia. I was hoping we'd have Song of the Brave right now. It's probably not worth hunting a level 2, given the +1 damage. We might just hunt a level 1 and let him wail pathetically against Willow. But yeah, that's all for this lantern year, friends. I will catch you next time. Big Deno out.